If you are over 55 and you check your blood pressure, this video could be one of the most important you watch this year. Because there's a quiet misunderstanding that affects millions of seniors. Most people look at both blood pressure numbers, but very few know which one is actually more dangerous as we age. And even more concerning, many seniors are eating everyday foods that silently push that dangerous number higher without feeling any warning signs. Today, we're going to clear this up, calmly, clearly, and simply. By the end of this video, you'll know which blood pressure number matters most after 60, why aging bodies respond differently, and later, the common foods that quietly damage aging arteries, plus what to eat instead. No medical jargon, no fear, just honest, practical guidance you can use right away. What blood pressure really means? Simple explanation. Let's start with the basics because clarity matters. Blood pressure is written as two numbers, like this, 120/80. But those two numbers are doing very different jobs. The top number is called systolic pressure. The bottom number is called diastolic pressure. Think of it this way. Systolic is the pressure when your heart pushes blood out. Diastolic is the pressure when your heart rests between beats. Both are important, but they don't affect seniors the same way they affect younger adults. And this is where many people get confused. The big question: which number is more dangerous for seniors? If you're over 55, especially over 60, listen carefully. The top number, systolic blood pressure, is usually the more dangerous one as we age. This is not opinion. This is based on decades of heart and aging research. Doctors even have a name for this pattern in seniors: isolated systolic hypertension. That means the top number is high, but the bottom number looks normal. And many people are told, your bottom number is fine, so don't worry. But that advice can be misleading for older adults. Why systolic pressure rises with age? Very important. As we get older, our blood vessels naturally change. Arteries that were once soft and flexible become stiffer, less elastic, less able to expand when blood flows. So when your heart pumps, pressure builds up more strongly on the top number. This increased pressure strains the heart, stresses the brain, damages the kidneys, weakens circulation to legs and feet. That's why high systolic pressure is strongly linked to stroke, heart attack, memory decline, balance problems, kidney disease, even if you feel mostly fine. What about the bottom number? Important clarification. Now, this doesn't mean the diastolic number doesn't matter. It does, but in a different way. For many seniors, diastolic pressure naturally drops with age. Very low diastolic pressure can cause dizziness, fatigue, falls, weakness. So the goal for seniors is balance, not extremes. But statistically and medically speaking, high systolic pressure causes more serious long-term damage in older adults than diastolic pressure does. That's why modern guidelines focus heavily on controlling the top number after 60. Why many seniors don't feel warning signs? Here's the tricky part. High blood pressure is often called the silent problem because you may not feel pain, shortness of breath, pressure, until real damage has already started. That's why understanding which number to watch is so important. And it's also why diet plays a massive role, even more than many medications. In the next part, we'll begin uncovering the common everyday foods that quietly raise systolic pressure and damage aging arteries, even foods people think are healthy. What blood pressure range should seniors aim for? Now that we understand why the top number matters most, let's talk about a very practical question many seniors ask. What blood pressure number should I actually aim for at my age? For most adults over 55 or 60, many health experts generally recommend systolic, the top number, ideally under 130. Diastolic, the bottom number, often safe between 60 and 80. This range helps protect the heart, the brain, the kidneys, and overall circulation. But here's something very important. Lower is not always better for seniors. If systolic drops too low or diastolic goes below 60, some people may feel lightheaded, weak, unsteady on their feet. That's why the goal after 60 is steady and balanced, not extreme. Why food matters more than most seniors realize. Now let's talk about something that surprises many older adults. Food affects systolic blood pressure more than people think, sometimes more than medication. The challenge is that many foods that raise blood pressure don't taste salty, don't cause immediate symptoms, and are often labeled as normal or even healthy. These foods quietly stiffen arteries, increase inflammation, trap excess fluid, and push systolic pressure higher over time. Let's start with the first major food category that silently damages aging bodies. Food number 1, processed breads and baked goods. Many seniors are shocked by this one. Bread doesn't taste salty, but many breads contain hidden sodium. This includes white bread, sandwich bread, rolls, crackers, muffins, store-bought baked goods. Over time, excess sodium pulls water into the bloodstream, increases pressure inside arteries, forces the heart to work harder. This effect is stronger in aging bodies because older kidneys remove salt less efficiently. Better choices instead: low-sodium whole grain bread, oats or oatmeal, brown rice, homemade baked items with minimal salt. Small swaps like this can lower systolic pressure within weeks. Food number 2, canned soups and ready meals. Canned soups may seem comforting and easy, especially for seniors, but many contain extremely high sodium, preservatives that stiffen arteries, hidden sugars that increase inflammation. Even soups labeled light or heart healthy can contain half a day's sodium in one serving. For aging arteries, this is a serious problem. High sodium intake is closely linked to rising systolic pressure, swelling in legs and ankles, poor circulation. Better choices instead: homemade soups using herbs instead of salt, low sodium or no salt added canned options, simple vegetable stews made in batches. Your arteries will feel the difference. Why these foods hit seniors harder. Younger bodies can sometimes bounce back from salty or processed meals. Aging bodies cannot. As we age, arteries lose flexibility, kidneys work more slowly, blood pressure spikes last longer. So foods that once caused temporary increases now cause chronic elevation, especially in systolic pressure. This is why many seniors say, "I eat the same way I always have. Why is my blood pressure higher now?" Age changes the rules.
Food number 3, sugary foods that stiffen aging arteries. When seniors think about blood pressure, most think only about salt. But sugar can be just as damaging, sometimes even worse. This includes sugary breakfast cereals, cookies and pastries, sweetened yogurt, flavored coffee drinks, packaged desserts. Too much sugar causes inflammation inside blood vessels, increased stiffness in arteries, weight gain around the abdomen, and spikes in systolic blood pressure. Over time, sugar makes arteries less flexible, forcing the heart to pump harder. This is especially risky for seniors because aging arteries already struggle to expand. Better choices instead: plain yogurt with berries, oatmeal with cinnamon, fresh fruit instead of desserts, unsweetened tea or coffee. These swaps reduce inflammation and protect artery health. Food number 4, Processed meats, a major risk after 60. Processed meats are one of the most harmful foods for aging blood vessels. This includes sausages, bacon, hot dogs, deli meats, smoked meats. These foods contain high sodium, preservatives that damage arteries, and compounds that increase inflammation. Studies have shown that frequent consumption of processed meats is linked to higher systolic blood pressure, increased heart disease risk, and poor circulation in legs and feet. Even small daily portions can raise blood pressure over time. Better choices instead: fresh chicken or turkey, fish like salmon or sardines, beans and lentils, eggs in moderation. Your arteries respond quickly when these foods are reduced. Food number 5: refined carbohydrates that spike pressure. Refined carbohydrates turn into sugar very quickly in the body. These include white rice, white pasta, white bread, packaged snacks. They cause rapid blood sugar spikes, increased insulin levels, greater arterial stiffness, and higher systolic readings. For seniors, these spikes can last much longer than in younger adults. Better choices instead: brown rice, quinoa, whole grain pasta, sweet potatoes. These foods digest more slowly and help keep blood pressure stable. A quick real-life example. Many seniors notice a change when they reduce processed foods, cut back on sugar, and choose whole foods. Within a few weeks, they often report lower systolic readings, less swelling, better energy, improved sleep. Small changes add up, especially after 60. The best foods seniors should eat for healthy blood pressure. Now that we've talked about foods that quietly raise systolic pressure, let's shift to something encouraging. There are foods that do the opposite. They help relax blood vessels, reduce inflammation, and support healthy circulation naturally. These foods are especially powerful after age 55. Food number 1: leafy greens, nature's blood pressure support. Leafy greens are rich in potassium, magnesium, and natural nitrates. These nutrients help relax blood vessels, reduce pressure on artery walls, and improve blood flow. Excellent choices include spinach, kale, Swiss chard, romaine lettuce. Even one daily serving can make a difference over time. Easy ways for seniors: add greens to soups, blend into smoothies, lightly sauté with olive oil. Food number 2: berries, small but powerful. Berries are loaded with antioxidants that reduce inflammation, improve artery flexibility, and support heart and brain health. Great options are blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries. Studies suggest berries may help lower systolic pressure by improving how arteries respond to blood flow. Senior-friendly tip: add berries to oatmeal or yogurt. Use frozen berries for convenience. Food number 3: fatty fish, heart and artery friend. Fatty fish provide omega-3 fatty acids, which help reduce inflammation, lower triglycerides, and support healthy blood pressure. Best choices are salmon, sardines, and mackerel. Eating fatty fish 2 to 3 times per week supports aging hearts and circulation. Food number 4: beans and lentils, slow, steady energy. Beans and lentils are rich in fiber, potassium, and plant protein. They help control blood sugar, reduce arterial stiffness, and support stable blood pressure. Simple additions: lentil soups, bean salads, adding beans to rice dishes. Food number 5: healthy fats that protect arteries. Healthy fats help reduce inflammation and improve artery flexibility. Good sources include olive oil, avocados, and nuts, especially walnuts and almonds. Replacing processed fats with healthy fats can lower systolic pressure naturally. Why these foods work better for seniors?
After 60, the body needs more potassium, benefits more from fiber, and responds strongly to anti-inflammatory foods. These foods work with aging physiology, not against it. That's why seniors often see improvements without extreme diets.
Daily habits that naturally lower systolic blood pressure. Now, let's talk about something just as important as food: your daily habits. For seniors, small daily routines can quietly lower systolic blood pressure without stress or strain. These habits work best when done gently and consistently. Habit number 1: daily walking, the safest medicine. Walking is one of the most powerful tools for seniors. Even 20 to 30 minutes a day can improve artery flexibility, lower systolic pressure, improve circulation to legs and feet, and strengthen the heart. You don't need to walk fast. A comfortable pace where you can still talk is perfect. Senior tip: walk indoors if weather is bad. Break it into 2 short walks if needed. Consistency matters more than speed. Habit number 2: simple breathing to relax blood vessels. Many seniors are surprised to learn this. Slow breathing directly lowers systolic pressure. When you slowly breathe and deeply, stress hormones decrease, blood vessels relax, heart rate slows. Try this simple technique. Inhale slowly through your nose for 4 seconds. Exhale gently through your mouth for 6 seconds. Repeat for 3 to 5 minutes. This is especially helpful before bed, after stressful moments, before checking blood pressure. Habit number 3: sleep, the missing piece for seniors. Poor sleep raises systolic blood pressure, even if your diet is good. With age, sleep becomes lighter. Nighttime awakenings increase. Lack of deep sleep causes increased inflammation, higher morning blood pressure, and poor blood vessel repair. Simple sleep tips for seniors: go to bed at the same time nightly. Avoid heavy meals late. Reduce screen time before bed. Keep the bedroom calm and dark. Even improving sleep slightly can lower blood pressure. Habit number 4: gentle movement for stiff arteries. You don't need intense exercise. Gentle movement helps reduce stiffness, improve circulation, and support joint health. Good options include chair exercises, light stretching, tai chi, or slow yoga. These movements keep arteries responsive and flexible. Habit number 5: staying hydrated, very important after 60. Many seniors don't drink enough water. Dehydration thickens the blood, raises systolic pressure, and makes the heart work harder. Aim to sip water throughout the day, unless advised otherwise by your doctor. Why habits matter more than ever with age. After 60, the body responds quickly to daily signals. Healthy habits send the message: relax, repair, restore. And over time, systolic pressure follows. Let's bring everything together. Calm summary. Let's take a moment to gently review what we've covered, because clarity brings confidence. If you remember one thing from this video, let it be this. For most seniors, the top blood pressure number, systolic, is the one that deserves the most attention. As we age, arteries stiffen, blood pressure behaves differently, and systolic pressure becomes a stronger predictor of risk after 60. That doesn't mean the bottom number doesn't matter, but it does mean the top number carries more danger after 60 if left uncontrolled. Why this knowledge empowers seniors? Understanding your blood pressure numbers allows you to ask better questions, make smarter food choices, build habits that protect your heart and brain. You're no longer guessing. You're making informed decisions, one small step at a time. The most important takeaways for seniors: Let's clearly state the key points. High systolic pressure is more dangerous for seniors. Aging arteries respond strongly to food and lifestyle. Processed foods, sugar, and refined carbs quietly raise pressure. Whole foods, gentle movement, sleep, and breathing lower it naturally. Small changes done consistently matter more than extremes. You don't need perfection, you need progress. A reassuring message for older adults. If your blood pressure isn't perfect right now, that's okay. Many seniors improve their numbers by adjusting food choices, walking regularly, managing stress gently, and sleeping a little better. The body is remarkably responsive even later in life. It's never too late to support your heart. When to talk to your doctor. Always work with your healthcare provider if your systolic number stays consistently high, you feel dizzy or weak, you're adjusting medications. This video is here to support and educate, not replace professional care. Knowledge works best when combined with guidance. Final encouragement. If you're watching this and thinking, I want to age well, I want to stay strong, you're already on the right path. Understanding your body is an act of self-care. Friendly call to action, senior appropriate. If this video helped you, like the video, share it with someone over 60, and subscribe for more simple, senior-friendly health guidance. Together, we can age with strength, clarity, and confidence. Thank you for watching, and take good care of your heart.